Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Mike from Artificial Antics, and today I wanted to show you a little trick that I use for summarizing blog posts quickly with a new tool that has become available more to the general public recently, which is called Claude. So Claude is by a company called Anthropic, and this is conversational AI similar to ChatGPT. And so Claude is pretty easy to sign up for. I went ahead and signed up with my Google account. I could just put my name in here and, agree to their terms pretty quick. These are a couple little disclaimers like every one of these has, right? And so now I have the ability here to attach a document and have Claude summarize. So you could do a lot of the stuff that you could do with ChatGPT or Bard or Bing here too, just have a regular conversation. But what I found is with really massive texts, Claude shines because Claude allows for 100,000 token window, which is massive in comparison to ChatGPT 4. It's 8,192 tokens. So quite the difference. You're going to run out of context and ChatGPT just won't be able to process that much data. So there's a lot of tricks to doing this like on your computer. I do this with a tool called LangChain for longer documents, and I reach out to the ChatGPT API, right? And it'll break it into parts, summarize each part, then summarize the summary. There's a couple other methods of doing it. But this with Claude makes this a lot simpler, right? And I've actually stopped using my tool, at least for the most part, and I'll just at least try it in Claude first, right? And see what it gives me. So I've got a really long article here that I found pretty interesting on federated benchmarking of medical artificial intelligence. This is something that we may do a quick piece on the show. But this is a really long blog post. I can scroll and scroll and scroll. And then you've even got, the references, which is great. They're very thorough in this blog post. So, but this is something that, I want to determine, do I really want to take the time, right, and deep dive into this blog post? So I'm going to go ahead and by the way, the images are not going to copy one-to-one. This is only going to give me the text, but I'm just going to grab all of it, including the references. And so OpenAI has a tool to count tokens to kind of get an idea of how big your document is, right? Like this is just a quick example, but a lot of the things I'll paste in here will be, 4,000 tokens or 2,000 tokens or whatever. That's perfectly fine for ChatGPT 4, but this tokenizer won't even handle this, right? So it's so outside of the bounds that it won't even handle it. Now, if we want to count the words in this, I already did this a little earlier. So it's 7,200 words, 52,251 characters. So this is probably, I think, around like 65,000-ish tokens, right? And because a token is not one character, a lot of times certain characters will actually be more than one token, right? So with Claude, I could just paste this massive text in here and see it's 52 kilobytes, which, that's around the 52,000 character. You can almost one-to-one that, but not exactly. Anyway, so I'm going to say summarize this article into the main 3 points and give me a general idea of takeaways or action items I could look into further. And let's go ahead and hit it. So Claude makes light work of this, right? It's processing. It always takes a little bit, which, this is a massive amount of text, right? So I'm not surprised. And as fast as this can type it, I can read it, right? Like pretty much. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, folks. I wanted to share that with you. Just a super quick little AI bite here to get you up and running. And let me know how you like Claude, if there's anything else that you find that it does well. And we'll see you back in the lab soon.